الله أكبر. تم تحرير كتيبة دفاع جوي 549 في منطقة الحاصل المتاخمة لمطار النيرف. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. تم تحرير كتيبة الحاصل 599 في طلحاصل في تاريخ 1/12/2024 على أيدي أبطال قوات فجر الحرية. هذه الصواريخ كلها فاسدة ومرتبطة. الخنزير الأسد هي دفع حق مصاري من دماء الشعب السوري. لعنة الله عليك يا أسد، لعنة الله عليك. نعم الله أكبر. انتبه هلا يكون المقامات الجمعة. الله أكبر. يا بشار أسد تحت أقدام أبطال فجر الحرية. الله أكبر. الحمد لله.
الحمد لله.
تم تحرير كتيبة الحاصل وتلعرن
وهذاك الرادار.
الله أكبر. تم تحرير كتيبة دفاع جوي 549 في منطقة الحاصل المتاخمة لمطار النيرف. الله أكبر.
Thousands of Syrian insurgents fanned out inside Aleppo in vehicles with improvised armor and pickups, deploying to landmarks such as the old citadel on Saturday, a day after they entered Syria's largest city facing little resistance from government troops, according to residents and fighters. Witnesses said 2 airstrikes on the city's edge late Friday targeted insurgent reinforcements and hit near residential areas. A war monitor said 20 fighters were killed. Syria's armed forces said in a statement Saturday that to absorb the large attack on Aleppo and save lives, it has redeployed and is preparing for a counterattack. The statement acknowledged that insurgents entered large parts of the city but said they have not established bases or checkpoints. Insurgents were filmed outside police headquarters, in the city center, and outside the Aleppo citadel. They tore down posters of Syrian President Bashar Assad, stepping on some and burning others. The surprise takeover is a huge embarrassment for Assad, who managed to regain total control of the city in 2016, after expelling insurgents and thousands of civilians from its eastern neighborhoods following a grueling military campaign in which his forces were backed by Russia, Iran and its allied groups. Aleppo has not been attacked by opposition forces since then. The 2016 battle for Aleppo was a turning point in the war between Syrian government forces and rebel fighters after 2011 protests against Assad's rule turned into an all-out war. The push into Aleppo followed weeks of simmering low-level violence, including government attacks on opposition-held areas. Turkey, which has backed Syrian opposition groups, failed in its diplomatic efforts to prevent the Syrian government attacks, which were seen as a violation of a 2019 agreement sponsored by Russia, Turkey and Iran to freeze the line of the conflict. The offensive came as Iran-linked groups, primarily Lebanon's Hezbollah, which has backed Syrian government forces since 2015, have been preoccupied with their own battles at home. A ceasefire in Hezbollah's 2-month war with Israel took effect Wednesday, the day the Syrian opposition factions announced their offensive. Israel has also escalated its attacks against Hezbollah and Iran-linked targets in Syria during the last 70 days. The Syrian army chief, General Abdulkarim Mahmoud Ibrahim, said his forces have been resisting for 14 years, in an address to soldiers. In a video broadcast on state TV on Sunday, General Ibrahim emphasized the unwavering determination of the Syrian army to protect their land and honor, vowing to deal decisively with anyone acting outside the law or resorting to violence. The video showed General Ibrahim conducting a field tour in northern Hama countryside, meeting with Syrian army members. "This is our land, our honor, and our dignity. But anyone who is a mercenary or acting outside the law and tries to open fire will be dealt with on the spot," he said in his address. "We've been resisting for 14 years. This is who we are, this is our military, social, and ethical upbringing, General Ibrahim added. By God's will, everything is very manageable for us, and we are ready for confrontation. The army chief's visit comes while the Syrian military rushed reinforcements to the country's northwest and launched airstrikes on a major city Sunday to push back insurgents who seized the country's largest city of Aleppo in a surprise offensive. The insurgency, led by jihadi group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, launched their campaign on Wednesday with a two-pronged attack on Aleppo and the countryside around Idlib, before moving toward neighboring Hama province. On Sunday, government troops created a strong defensive line in northern Hama, according to Britain-based opposition war monitor the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, as they attempted to stall the insurgents' momentum.
على عدد من المواقع الأمامية التي استعادها الجيش العربي السوري والإرهابية المسلحة والأعمال المنفذة لطرد الإرهابيين من المناطق التي دخلوا إليها.
نحن هاي أرضنا وهذه عرضنا وهي كرامة. بس أي واحد خارج عن هذا القانون، خارج عن هذا المأجور، بدود لقدامنا راح نجعله مكان. وأنا معكم.
الجيش العربي السوري دخلت هذه المناطق وهي الآن تقوم بعملية تمهيد ناري ومدفعي إلى المناطق التي تليها. رفقة رجال الجيش العربي
يتم تقوم وحدات الجيش العربي السوري وهؤلاء الرجال بإرجاع الوضع إلى ما كان عليه.
العربي السوري للتقدم في عمق محافظة حما لتفتيشها وذلك من أجل تطهيرها بشكل كامل من تواجد العصابات الإرهابية المسلحة.